Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 7 of migostation. Lucky for some.
Hahaha. We were gonna pretend like we didn't do this joke last time, but we didn't
Yeah.
have an error.
And you didn't get the joke until I explained it to you.
Uh,
I'm joined by Piggo. Why do I keep forgetting what to say?
did you present yourself?
No. I am Millie.
And I am Pico.
Today, we're going to talk about... I don't know, what are we going to talk about, Annie? Oh, I called you Annie.
Also, it's okay, Amelia Chapley. I'm gonna be very honest. Again, we don't have any topics, but I also gonna say
we do.
Apparently, we do have some topics. Amelia said she prepared something for this episode. I kind of want to see what it is.
I think that'll be the end. That'll be the end.
Yes. I think that you mentioned you want it to be the end of the episode, so stick around to watch to this part.
I thought you would have some obvious things you want to talk about. That's all I was saying.
I mean, yes, but like, I don't think it's like enough to make a podcast. But if I'm honest with you,
yeah.
I listen to, as I said, like I really like.
This is the part where Annie tells the story about other podcasts she listens to. Continue.
I was fucking gonna say this. Yeah. I listen to podcasts and like they are very like strict on the topics they talk about. But they're like, I like when people are free with the topics they say. And I think I much prefer when we did the last 2 episodes and I could listen to them after. And it's kind of like a mess that is like a bunch of topics. I just love to do it. Because obviously I listen to the podcasts after we record.
Well, it's obviously not stuff we're going to talk about for the whole podcast. We're just going to meander, of course, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one thing I want to talk about, which is... because the last episode was released on Wednesday, right? And since Wednesday, we had a very big event this weekend.
Yes.
Called...
We watched Sonic. I'm just kidding.
Fuck you. That was not even the weekend. That was on Monday.
Okay, yeah.
Not on Monday. It was on Sunday.
I don't even remember, to be honest. That was the weekend then. Okay.
Yeah. But yes, we had the first F1 race of the season in China. And we had to...
In Melbourne.
Oh, true. The second race is going to be in China. The first one was in Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah. Home of Neo Obliviscaris, as I learned this morning. Melbourne, Australia. Melbourne, every time I fuck it up. Okay.
Wait, this is... we had to wake up you had to wake up like 4, right? I had to wake up at 1.
Yeah, for the race, I had to wake up at 4 in the morning. Qualifying was 5 in the morning.
Yeah. So for me, it's 2. Just so people are aware, we have a 3-hour difference currently. Because she's from UK, I'm from Brazil. If you didn't know listen to the previous episodes. But yeah, I think like honestly, it was such a hype race for the first race, and Millie, I think, agrees with me.
Yeah, well, okay.
Come on. Okay. You seem like you're gonna defend yourself because on the race you were hyped as fuck.
No. I'm not. I was gonna explain the context. I was gonna say we haven't talked about like even testing or anything like that. Because I was gonna say, going into the season, there was a lot of hype about Mercedes engine. That's why, for my predictions, I predicted lots of stuff about Mercedes being good. And, you know, we sort of expected a lot from Mercedes, except for Ferrari also had a very cool looking car, very innovative. You know, they had the rotisserie rear wing, as they called it, the flipping rear wing. And they had like really fast starts. They seemed to be able to start faster than everyone else. In theory, we didn't actually know yet, for sure. And then...
I think the last race kind of showed that.
Yeah. This is what I'm coming to, yeah. So then we go to qualifying. In the final qualifying session, Mercedes just are like way ahead of everyone. It just seems like, oh, they're just going to walk away with this, aren't they? Oh dear. And Ferrari were like 4th and 7th or something like that.
Yeah.
But then the race comes around, and they're thinking...
No, they were 3rd and 7th or something like that.
Oh, I think you're right, yeah. But yeah, so it comes to the race. So we're thinking, is the Ferrari start is actually going to happen? Maybe it's overhyped. The race starts. Immediately going into the first corner, Charles Leclerc takes the lead, and Hamilton comes into third as well. I'm like, ah! I literally was like, yes, yes.
Literally, the first seconds, I never saw shit like going so concentrated to like so hyped in like 3 seconds. But to be honest, it was the restart that showed like Ferrari is back.
Yeah, and the thing
this is Ferrari year, #trust. Like we said for the last 20 years.
Yeah, well, it has been almost 20 years since they last won a championship.
Yeah,
holy shit. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so once they took the lead, I was sort of thinking, cool, but you know, Mercedes were clearly so fast in qualifying, they're probably just gonna pass and, you know, quickly build up a lead, and Ferrari's not really gonna have a chance. Not really. Ferrari, as far as I could tell, seemed to be the more dominant race car. I sort of feel like maybe if Mercedes had clean air, they would have built up a lead. Well, they kind of did later in the race. But while they were fighting with the Ferraris, Leclerc could like slow them down. He could even bring Hamilton into the fight. Like, it seemed like it was easier for Leclerc to get past George than it was the other way around. At least in my opinion. So I really felt like Ferrari had a chance if they just stuck with Mercedes. However, well, what happened?
Well, if you didn't see the podiums, I think they finished the two. No, it wasn't the two Mercedes at first. It was like one Mercedes at first.
I think it was a 1-2, wasn't it? Mercedes.
Was Russell and Antonelli in third?
Antonelli second, I think.
Oh, Antonelli second. So, well, you have... Because I think it was like 2 Mercedes and then 2 Ferraris, right? And 5th has Norris,
Yes.
6th has Verstappen. Oh yeah. Well, we forgot something very specific as well, but we can talk about it later.
Yes, yeah. I just wanted to cover the main story. Well, I wanted to say, though, like what happens, you know, Ferrari, you know, had an opportunity. Well, there was a virtual safety car. Mercedes took the opportunity to pit. Ferrari didn't for some reason. And from that point, Mercedes just had a 10-second advantage, and they just built on it. So, feels like this race could have been exciting if it weren't for that. But, well, to the end at least. Yeah. But otherwise, it's very promising. It feels like Ferrari have potential. Well, I forgot what you were gonna say. I'm getting too excited.
There are 2 things I want to say. Since we are talking about the actual race already, it was very funny in the race start because we... Oh my god! Actual real crash just happened in migostation studios, and it exploded our both computers, and we had to go to a shelter. But since we really want to bring this content to you guys, we are back to recording in our Nokias right here. Yes. So if there was like, if you hear like some crazy noise in the background, a while ago, like a car crashing, some like explosions, stuff like this is what happened. But as I was gonna say, so at the beginning of the race, because I said we were gonna talk about the race, it was very fun seeing like all the red lights appearing, and like the second the 5th one like appears, it already goes down. It's like a super, like everyone's like, oh my god, it already started. It's like the anxious, like building up to see like the lights going down. It's like you don't even have. It's like this reminds me of videos where people go to like water slides, and the guy says like, okay, cross your arms, 3, 2, then he presses the button on the 2.
Yeah. I remember at the time you said like you didn't even realize the lights had gone out or something like that.
I mean, I was kind of distracted. Like I saw them going. I didn't notice the formation lap. I was like, what? Yeah. They already did the formation lap. We woke up very early and we had like 2 hours of sleep. So I think it's fair for me.
Yeah,
to
but
say.
We had a monster.
Yeah, that's true. And well, I didn't notice the formation lap, but I saw the lights going off super quickly. And I mentioned that. But the second thing I want to talk about that I kind of find it understandable that you didn't mention because we were more hyped about the race. But Verstappen
Yeah.
crashed on qualifying 3, qualifying 1.
Yeah.
So he started from like last place. And then he, as I said,
Yeah.
he finished in 6th, which I think it's amazing. It shows that Red Bull's competitive car again.
Yeah, well, I was very interested to see where he would have finished if he actually like did qualifying. Because Max can always bring out a bit of extra performance in qualifying or whatever. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe even if he got front row, maybe second place.
I think he would be able to start from like, even finish. I think like with proper qualifying, he would be like in the podium for like 100% sure.
Yeah, at least third, because Hadjar did get third in qualifying, right?
Yeah, but Hadjar got the late Verstappen treatment because he wasn't third. He was performing super well, and then he had to leave the race. So yeah, first
his
race in
engine
Red Bull,
exploded.
awesome. Well, to be honest, I think at least you can't blame him because it was literally the engine problem. It's not his fault at all.
Yeah, he was having a good race.
Yeah, sad, kind of sad
You know,
because I said I was hyped about. I was listening to F1 podcast, and I said like, it's kind of still a rookie at a Red Bull, but he really performed super well at racing bulls, and the fact that like already in qualifying he was like doing max lap, like he was like comparable to Max because like we had a problem last year's where Max was no, she's doing a like little no with the face.
we didn't see Max. Max crashed in his first lap.
Okay, what I want to say is like in previous seasons, Max was always very ahead of their partners. This time it seems like they have a partner who can like keep up at least.
Did you see the race pace analysis thing I sent you before? Because in that,
Bortoleto was the highest one?
yeah. Well, but Bortoleto was actually higher than Hadjar in that. I don't know how long.
I didn't understand what that meant, to be honest, because it was like
it's sort of representing like the average lap time throughout the race or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, so wait, Bortoleto was the slowest one?
No, he was the best of the rest. Like other than the drivers of the top 4 teams, Bortoleto was the fastest.
Oh, that's awesome. So Verstappen is 1.23.752.
Yeah. So like Verstappen and Norris seem pretty matched, which kind of matches like how they did at the end of the race.
Yeah.
Because Verstappen caught up to Norris, and then it seemed like he struggled to pass him.
Yeah, fair enough. I forgot the team. McLaren is still like a very strong team. I don't think they have well, currently they don't have the car to win a championship.
Yeah.
So, well, we will see what happens on the next
Speaking
race.
of McLaren, the Australia curse hit Piastri.
Oh yeah, Piastri couldn't even race.
Yeah, it crashed on the way to the formation lap.
Yeah.
On the way to the grid, even.
Imagine in its home race. It's kind of sad.
Yeah. It's very sad. Apparently, it's just like the computer in the car just like deployed too much energy for some reason and spun up his wheels.
Deployed too much energy. And then he went super fast, but he couldn't control the car. Went directly to the wall. First F1 car to go 1,000 kilometers per hour. But yeah, I think
that would be impressive.
I think that's kind of it to say about the race. But like, yesterday and today, I've been kind of craving to play the F1 games.
Yeah, this girl can't shut up about it. She's like, I love F1. I can't wait for China. I want to play the F1 game.
But it's so hype, like watching on the weekend
It's very cute.
and racing as well. I really suck at the games, but I actually enjoy them.
No, I think you're good at the games. I'm just amazing at the games.
Really has much more experience with F1 and the F1 games.
Yeah.
I do.
I probably have like, if you add up my time in all the games, I probably have like 1,000 hours to be honest.
But and maybe if you listen to the podcast, I think I remember I said 2 times about wanting to use the driving rig.
Yeah.
I really want to use that. It's like so awesome. I remember when I got because there's like a little arcade here. It's not really an arcade. It's more like LAN parties, but like at a shopping for some reason. And they have like the Logitech stuff, the pedals and etc. And like you sit down properly like an F1 car. And they have a huge ass television in front of you. I played there for
Yeah.
like 2 hours and I was like, holy shit, this is so awesome. Because I was wanting to buy
Oh, yeah, I
a Wii.
remember.
This was even before we started dating. I really wanted to
I
buy.
remember trying to ask you what track you were driving on.
Yeah, it was. I don't remember what it was now currently.
I remember you said you drove Imola a lot, and also I could tell from the screenshots that you were on Austria.
Yes, I think the one they sent you were on this trip because they have a very big straight.
Like the uphill one into a tight
Yeah,
corner.
yeah, exactly. And
Austria is a cool track. I think it's very fun to try.
And it has both like the like proper wheels. I mean, the Logitech one is awesome, but she has like a fan attack shit and the pedals.
Yeah,
as
it's a
well.
direct drive wheel.
And well,
It's like they said that it's the cheapest direct drive wheel you could get.
Isn't the
like, when I
Logitech
bought
one
it, I
the has direct drive as well, right?
Logitech one? I
it's
don't
like
think
super
Logitech do any
cheap.
direct drive wheels.
Oh,
No, it's not direct drive. Direct drive, I'm trying to remember what it exactly means. It's like the motor connects directly to the
oh yeah.
to the wheel rather than like having gears or like chain or anything
Yeah.
to like increase the force. So it's like I don't know what.
Yeah.
Apparently it's better or something.
She doesn't even know, but well, I don't know either, anyways. But and like for a while, I was really wanting to buy the wheel. The problem is like, if you heard the F1 podcast as well, I said everything is fucked up in Brazil, so like we pay 10 times more than what it's worth actually.
Yeah. And it already cost me a shit ton of money to get that.
But eventually, when we meet again and when we live together, I want to get this rig properly made. And also to get the VR headset as well, because she also had one.
Yeah. We could be one of those people with the sim rig where there's no monitor. It's just you just wear a headset.
If it was, I think the monitor, you still need the monitor to like check out what is happening maybe. But yeah, the VR is what
I do see people who do that though. I'm guessing it's because it's connected to another computer, like to the side or something.
Oh yeah, makes sense. What I see mostly like
that way you don't need to get a separate monitor for it or whatever.
What I see of people who have like sim rigs is like they have the 3 monitors shit. They don't really use VR.
Oh, the ultra wide.
Not the ultra wide. They just have like high refresh.
I see a lot of people with the curved ultra wide.
At least the ones I saw, they have like 3 monitors layout, but they put like it's like kind of like a transparent tape. It's like a reflexive tape. I don't know how it is. That's kind of like you put in like the corners of the monitor, which is black, and you put it there, and since it's like kind of reflexive, it kind of makes it like look like there's no border, like they connect both monitors, so you can have like 3 very high refresh rate monitors without having to pay a kidney for it.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I do. I think we currently don't want to spend on monitors, and we have wheels. We have the VR headset. We should just go for that.
Yeah. Every time we talk about our future, it's always, what are we gonna spend our money on?
I know what we're gonna spend the first thing on. It's on on the migostation merge, which you can get down below.
What? Somehow I forgot what we were talking about.
Now you just made it clear to everyone we had a cut. They want to be surprised again that we had to cut again.
What were we talking about?
Well, how we are gonna spend our money.
Oh.
On the migostation merge, which is on the link on the description. You can get hoodies. You can get... No, they don't exist. Not yet. And probably never.
I'm trying to think what unique merch item would be migostation approved.
Bottle of water.
Well, everyone does a bottle of water.
The people who don't have bottles of water. Custom Labubu. People love Labubus,
We're not very
right?
exciting, are we?
I mean, everything I would like to give would be like so niched that no one would like to.
You don't want to sell a Pico plushie? I would buy that.
I would buy a Melee
And I'd
plushie.
cuddle it.
The thing is, like, that's true. We could sell the cat's plushie, the cat's design I draw on paint.
Ah, true.
That would be cute.
Yeah,
but
that's probably unlikely to happen.
if I'm honest, the first thing I don't really have much money to spend on. The first thing, monsters. First thing we're gonna spend. Second, Millie birthdays is coming up, and I want to give her a Sun Vortex controller for the birthday.
It's very expensive.
But I don't mind if it's for you.
Darling.
It's gonna be on credit card anyway, so like the buck gets fucked over. It's like pay first, deal with the payment later. No, just kidding. Be careful with your money, children. Be responsible.
Yeah, but you love gambling.
No. Be responsible with the money you have. You gamble with the money you have, not with more than what you have. I would never gamble with more money than what I have.
It reminds me how we're doing like the F1 fantasy league. Fantasy GP.
Oh yeah. Do you want to say what?
We've got a couple of friends we're doing it with as well. We have like a league and we're competing to predict the season.
So can I explain what Fantasy GP is?
Yeah.
So basically, Fantasy GP is like a predictions game. You have a team you build with like fiction money. It's not real money. You can pay money for, just say, you can pay money on the website if you want to go pro. So you have like less ads and you get a little bit more fictional money and stuff like this. But basically, you have two types of predictions. Not really predictions, but like one, you have a team. So like you spend money on drivers. Some are cheaper, some are more expensive. So you would think like Bertolito, since it's a hooky driver, it was on Sauber, performed worse, is much cheaper. Now one is like Max Verstappen, which is on Red Bull, is a very experienced driver, therefore very expensive. So you kind of need to like balance on like, on how like you want to like rookies who are like, you think are gonna improve, and like drivers who are already well established that you think are gonna do very well this season, as well as for teams. So like you can also buy like Toro Rosso car, but you can also buy a Mercedes car, and they will be at different prices. And
yeah, it's kind of like mimicking like stocks, I guess. Like you have to find like whose stocks are low, who you think are gonna increase, so your value will go up. Or whatever. And once you have more money, you can buy more expensive cars and drivers and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's always good to like you need to balance between, because like you can't just buy like, oh, I'm gonna buy like all the top 3 drivers. You won't have money for the cars then. Stuff like this.
Yeah.
You need to balance well your money on like which teams and which drivers you want to make like a balance. Sometimes you want to win all of the first places, but like just scoring a few points and like seeing drivers who cost cheap improve, you're gonna get your money investment back. And a second thing you can do is before the first practice happens, you can do a few predictions on how the race is gonna end. So you can put who is gonna have pole position, you can have who is gonna have the fastest lap, and you can see how the podium is gonna be. Then you have like a bonus one. The last one was how many cars will end the race. And we actually got it wrong because we put 17 cars and only 16 finished the race.
Yeah, just bullshit, because Stroll finished the race, he just wasn't classified.
Yeah. So, and this was the bonus one, and I think the last one is like how many safety cars. So you can put like 0, 1, or 2, or 3 or more. and I think I got almost everything wrong. I got first place and third place like almost. It's kind of like close. Like you got some
Yeah.
right. You got like Russell shit.
Yeah, I got Russell right, and I got Antonelli close.
Yeah.
But I predicted Max would be in the podium, not Charles. Fuck.
Yeah, I put I put like I don't remember actually. It was Charles as number 1, Verstappen as second, and I think Hamilton at third. And I said Charles would also have fastest lap and also pole position. Then I was very disappointed, and so was
Yeah.
Charles.
But I did get, I got pole and fastest lap
Makes
correct
sense.
as well, which I'm pretty happy with. I think there were 3 safety cars, so and I went 2.
Yeah, so 3 or more was the max. This race was very interesting, but also quite a mess. So
Yeah.
hopefully,
Well, it feels like after the strategy diversion with Ferrari and Mercedes, it sort of got less interesting
yeah,
because there wasn't really any more fighting. I guess I was thinking like, is Mercedes going to slow down at some point? But just the more time passed, the more I just seemed like, no, they're really not. I think they did the right thing.
yeah.
We did have Max to follow and Bortoletto, I guess. It was quite exciting.
Yeah. Max was actually very interesting to watch, which was quite the problem because people were really interested in the like first places fight, while Verstappen was like just like sliding everyone.
Yeah.
And we couldn't really see it because the main attraction was first places. But we got F1 TV, so next time... Well, I shouldn't say that, you're in the UK. I got F1 TV, Millie sadly cannot watch it. So if something like that happens, me and only me will be able to watch the... Sorry, I and only I will be able to see Verstappen.
If only I had F1 TV in the UK.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, my dad does pay for Sky, so.
Yeah. Let's not say that Millie also got my account. Ah, what was that?
Huh?
You didn't even notice. Like something like I heard something saying like, oh, Millie got access to my account because it's up to 6 devices and you can access without a VPN anyways. But it sounds like it was wrong.
Yeah. Then I think you're hearing things.
Yeah.
Ooh. I was gonna say though, like I used to watch on Sky Go, which is like Sky's like, well, it's not just computers, like on mobile as well, but you can watch Sky stuff if you have it. And it used to annoy me because it was only like 25 hertz or whatever when the TV broadcast is 50 hertz. So it's like,
That's
wah.
weird.
I like the smooth. I was gonna say
I love how-
gameplay. The smooth.
I love how you say
footage.
50 hertz because you were European. I would have said 60 hertz.
Yeah. Yes. Well, to be honest, even over here, we think of things in 60s most of the time. It's normally just like TV stuff that is based on 50 or 25.
Uh,
Or I guess movies is 24 and 48.
I remember
isn't it?
learning about like video games interacting with like European consoles and stuff. And I remember like people saying like, Sonic was slower, and the song was like slow. It wasn't very fast.
Yeah, we talked about this. Well, the whole game, right?
Yeah,
was
no,
slower.
everything it was slower.
Yeah. That's weird. I mean, I was never in an age that was impacted by such things.
If you don't know, Millie is actually from the 50s.
Shut up. I was gonna say though, you have a similar thing in Brazil, right? Because you had like a fake NES with a different sound chip that it like got the it like
Quite different, yes.
interpreted the data
Basically,
wrong.
I don't remember super specifically what it was like, but over here, like Nintendo wasn't really like officially sold. It's much more common for you to have like what we call Nintendo clones. I try to think what is the actual name. I don't remember. It's kind of like a wordplay. It was like NAS clones. And
Yeah.
what they have like a different sound chip to what the original NES had. So like, the very example is like people like I remember watching the video. They said like you might have never heard the Mario song properly on the NES, and it was explaining that those clones they had a different sound chip, and they play it differently because it's like it's not. I think they have like a less capacity on like how to like properly switch between channels and stuff like volumes and shit, instruments and etc.
Well, if I remembering correctly, it was for the, how do I put it, like the wave
Yeah.
sound. The pulse sound. Sorry, it was like the, I forget the technical word, but it's like the point in the wave where it like switches. So you got like the one where it's like a small square and the one where it's like
Yeah.
50-50 up and down. Well, square, I guess. It was like they were flipped around. So in the Brazilian one, it was backwards. Which one?
And it's
they were
actually
using.
fun because when I watched to that video, it was very interesting because I recognized both versions actually. One from like people who like in Brazil who recorded games of like Mario and shit. They have like NES clones because never was really available here, and like from like international people who had like the official Mario games, emulators as well. They work properly, and it's fun because like I never knew about this. I never thought like really too much deep into it. And if I'm honest, I prefer the clone version.
I was gonna say like it's weird because like even though I'm from the UK, like the slow version of the Sonic theme, when I heard it the first time, it was weird to me because I've never heard it on the system. I've only heard like it in YouTube videos and stuff like that. Or well, I have it on Steam actually with the Sega emulator thing. I actually had a phase where I was trying to complete Sonic 1, but I never could. Anyway, but yeah, so I guess in the consciousness over here, it's kind of been replaced with the I forget what it's called, the other version, NTSC. It's actually interesting you were saying about not having Nintendo consoles. I mean, we talked about this, but like we had a similar thing in the UK where they weren't selling Nintendo systems like first party, like officially. I guess you have to import them. So it was a much bigger thing to like play computer games. We had like the BBC Micro and the fuck, I forgot the name. Oh, whatever. It'll come to me. Anyway.
I think it's interesting cool. Because of just a very big
Spectrum, ZX Spectrum.
There's a very big story about on how Europe kind of didn't have to deal with the Atari crash because people weren't really buying video games in Europe. They were playing PC games.
Yeah. And what caused that whole crash thing? I know there was a whole thing about them throwing.
Yeah, it was the ET
games in like a
was the ET games into the desert. If I remember correctly, the game was so shit is the first thing. It was very, very bad. And it seems like the whole confusion on like Atari not being able to name properly consoles. They were just like throwing consoles around. This is the 1300 and this is the 2100, and people were like, well, you need to think about like on how people don't really think too much about this. They just see like, well, Atari, it's a game. And this whole thing about like the ET game sucking, Atari making 1 trillion games, they had to deal with a massive loss on like not being able to sell the games because they did trillions of copies and they had to dig it down on the desert.
Trillions of copies. They were expecting everyone on Earth to buy 1,000
I said
copies.
Trillions is just like a way of saying that it was too many copies. Too many copies for not too many sales.
Oh my god, I feel like we're both getting ill right now.
If you listen to this Millie's gonna suffer editing this podcast because my nose is kind of like fucked up. But yeah, recently it has been getting colder here, especially my PC room is getting colder. So sometimes if you hear me like doing weird noise with my nose and also my voice being very unazolated, that's why. And there's nothing much I can do about it. I promise you. I tried many things because my nights have been terrible.
Hopefully, I'll be able to edit all this out.
Yeah. I think we have been using Riverside post-processing now, which is actually very nice. If you listen to the difference, maybe you will notice on how episode 6 sounded differently from the others. So maybe this will help it out.
Yeah, it's very nice. I honestly, before that, I was struggling trying to edit voices to sound like like high quality, whatever.
Yeah, the post-processing is honestly amazing. I was kind of wondering if the gameplays were gonna sound bad, but after I just used Riverside,
That sounded better than the podcast. I was like, what?
Yeah, I imported to Riverside and we did the post-processing there. I just edited with the post-processed voice and it was honestly so smooth. And you can barely hear my dad playing and talking with people on the piano.
Yeah. Actually, watching the contradiction videos, it's like kind of weird. Like sometimes I'm like, why does it sound like someone's talking? And I'm like, oh, it's your dad. But it sounds so clear. It sounds like it's part of the game or something. I'm like, what's going on?
Yes. I can recognize when it's my dad talking, sadly.
Yeah.
But he's not recording now. He's not talking on the phone now, so...
I was a bit worried because there was that loud noise before we started. It seems to have gone though.
Oh yeah. My family was vacuuming some rooms. But it was not near my PC room, so it's no worries.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else happened this week currently.
I mean, we did actually watch Sonic.
Oh yes, we watched Sonic after the race and everything. At the end of the day, Millie wanted to watch the Sonic trilogy for a good while. I got interested in it as well. I had watched the first movie, so I said like, we should watch the movie together to like watch the full trilogy.
It's kind of weird because like there's been all these this recent trend of like the modern video game movie era, which I think I would say is like started with the Sonic movie, and then since then we've had like Minecraft and on the Mario movie as well. And I sort of felt like I want to watch all of these because I don't know, people talk about them.
It started with the old Mario movie. Goomba.
Have you seen that?
Nah, I watched a review of a YouTuber I like.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen
They
it.
do like the...
Seems a bit scary.
It's like, imagine AVGN, but it also does a game movie sometimes.
You say AVGN, but like, I never watched AVGN.
Well, he's inspired by AVGN. I watched the... It's like Big Trucks? I don't remember. Big some shit. It's like a truck game that is like fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And there's like one image when you win that says, "You are winner." And there's a trophy. I really like that.
Was that written by Rirucci?
I was gonna say. Ha ha ha.
Image. Image material. Image.
Search Rirucci S ranks image material at anti-beat tourney.
Yeah.
You're not gonna regret it. This is also history. Yeah.
Anyway, I was gonna say though, because like the Sonic movie is interesting. I remember hearing. Well, I watched it.
Wait.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, now say it first because I have a thing to say afterwards.
I was just gonna say that like I remember watching a review of the Mario movie by Scott DeWoz, and he was saying like he thinks the Sonic movie is better than the Mario movie. So that was kind of what made me interested. I remember when the trailer came out in I think 2019 or maybe 2020.
I remember.
Yeah, that was an event on the
crazy.
internet. Holy shit!
Yeah.
With what's it called? Thingy Gangster.
Oh,
Gangsta's
Gangsta
Paradise.
Paradise.
Gangsta's Paradise.
That was. I completely forgot about the song. I just remember about the Sonic design thing.
Yeah. Yes, and there was the Sonic design thing, of course. Which
Sonic
was
was
awesome.
ugly and
Everyone
weird.
was like, "What?"
Well, yeah, Scott Wall said about Sonic movie being better than the Mario movie. I watched both, and it's not like both are masterpieces, obviously, but like, I guess I had a more enjoyable time with the Mario movie
It
for
is
being like a full
okay.
CG movie, maybe.
I mean, I haven't seen the Mario movie yet, but I will say, okay, I think a lot of the Sonic movie is pretty shit. I think Sonic and like his buddy are shit. Well, yeah, more or less shit. Yeah, I don't really care much about them. But Dr. Robotnik was fucking awesome as Jim Carrey.
And that's the review everyone gives. I think I'm gonna be very honest. I think Jim Carrey delivered because, again, I'm a Brazilian person. I watched it dubbed, and watching it in English with Millie, I think I had a way more like it was much more funny to watch Jim Carrey in English. It seems like his vibe doesn't get to the dub. So I guess if you speak English, and like you also have like a primary language, watch in English anyways because it's fucking awesome watching Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Literally, he carries the movie so much. It's like I was gonna say because I watched the Mario movie and the Sonic movie. The Sonic movie is like very okay movie that maybe you feel like in a doctor appointment. There's like a TV playing some movie, it might be the Sonic movie, and so I'm like, you kind of just pass the time. It's not the best movie of your life. The Mario movie I found was much better, which I don't think is like big deals as well.
Yeah,
like,
I'm sure plot-wise it's much more. How do I
I
put
think-
it? Less contrived than the Sonic movie.
Yeah. The Mario movie was like obviously had like a weird plot, but I think like it was much more like on what Mario is about, kind of.
Mm.
It's kind of like you feel like a Mario adventure. And the Sonic movie, it feels like they just created like a whole different plot to say like, oh, Sonic is on a city called Green Hills.
Yeah. Honestly,
It's
it's
kind of
the whole thing. It was so fucking weird. I mean, it starts off with him like in this like he's like this child of this weird like forest world. He's raised by owls or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this, Sonic or like some weird fan fiction shit? It didn't feel like Sonic at all at the start.
I can't say much about Sonic lore because I don't know if this is actually part of it. What I can say is from watching it from the movie and like not knowing too much about Sonic, that fucking all felt so out of place.
Yeah.
Even her like model was like completely unrelated to everything else.
Exactly. And like, because I think about like Sonic X. Sonic X had the same idea, right? Where Sonic starts in his world and he gets teleported to the human
real
world or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know, they just had like a Sonic-y world with all the Sonic characters there. I just thought that makes so much more sense.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
That's
The
to
first
make
movie
this thing that he has to leave his home world. He can never come back. He's on the run. He can't draw attention to himself. It just felt weird. I don't know. It just felt
Yeah.
wrong.
I guess this is kind of basic of like speedster character movies. Oh, I can't show I have super speed to anyone.
It's actually like,
But-
oh yeah, you have powers, and bad people want power, so
Yeah.
you can't let them know. And also, if I'm not misunderstanding, Dr. Robotnik is a human from Earth in this. I'm like, what?
Isn't he also like a human? in
Well, I
both
mean,
movies?
okay, he's a human, like a human, sure, but like human is like still from the fantasy world of Sonic. He's not just like from the real Earth world.
Oh
of
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I thought they were gonna make it. I thought it was gonna be a reveal that he was like from Sonic's world and he
That
follows him
world,
to
yeah.
Earth or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. But what I can say is this movie is crappy. Crappy now. It's just because it's not a bad movie. It's kind of like an okay movie. You watch and you feel like You could maybe wasted your time in something else.
Yeah, it actually, okay, it pisses me off though, because it feels like, I was going to say, it feels like they just wrote the plot in an hour. Then I thought, no, I feel like I could write a less contrived plot than this in an hour. like the way, I'm trying to remember everything. It's like, the police guy finds him. He's wearing a San Francisco shirt. He's
Yeah.
like, so Sonic sees the shirt, and he gets shot by the sun gun. He goes, San Francisco. It drops the ring, and so it opens the portal to San Francisco, and then he just drops all his rings through the hole. I'm like,
Honestly,
how
that was like the worst written. That was the worst written part of the movie. It's like, both get scared. Sonic gets shot. The fastest thing alive gets shot by like a tranquilizer.
Yeah.
And it's like, I risked the ship. This whole shit happens. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. It's like so.
There's
weird.
I swear, I can't remember them, but there were so many points like that. It just felt like they're trying to achieve something, and they achieve it in the most stupid way. They're not clever about writing at all. They just go, "How can we just make this happen?" I don't know. Like, there's the point where in the middle of the film, it's just like the police guy. He's like saying about his dreams to go to the big city and do like serious police work, and Sonic just starts fucking complaining. He's like, "What's wrong with you? Why do you have dreams?" He's like, don't do. You should stay in your little city and like, look after these people. They're more important or something. I'm like, why is he having this argument? It just doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, it doesn't tell us anything about Sonic's character. It just feels so out of the blue.
I think it's so true. It's kind of like it's not like a trope, but it's kind of like the default of writing for like basic movies. It's like, oh, the two characters meet in something, and they are doing something together, but they have a disagreement on the middle, and by the end they go like, maybe we can be different together and some shit like this.
Yeah. But
they make up for it.
That's what pisses me off about it though, because like normally, if you're a good writer, that would be something to do with the character that you're dealing with. Like, oh, it would tell you something about Sonic. It's like, Sonic, he's... but the thing is, Sonic doesn't have this character. We don't know anything about Sonic that would make him think you have to, stick to your home and look after the people.
Yeah.
I just don't even get what he's trying to say. It just doesn't make any sense.
Sonic's just stupid.
Obviously later he's like, maybe I was too harsh on you. Whatever.
But I was gonna say something else. Yeah, you said like the second and the third movie are more focused on robotic, and seemed like people also enjoyed those two other movies more than. So it's like growing on like how good it is. So I imagine the second one's gonna be a little bit better, and the third one better than the second.
Yeah, the hype for the third film was insane. That's the one with Keanu Reeves in it. It's funny actually, because now I think about it, Keanu Reeves gets mentioned in the first film as well, because they watch Speed.
Oh yeah, they watch Speed. They must really. It was on the cyberpunk meme era.
Yeah, that's how they courted favor with Keanu.
To be honest, another thing that kind of annoys me with this in specific, it's like on how many little references they need to make. it's kind of like, it's like you see it and you're like, I get the reference. It's like, this is how you engage with the public. You just make a shit ton of references randomly.
I remember the other beginning, there was one point where like, I don't remember what it was. Like Sonic drops a ring or something. He goes,
"Oh no!
Oh no!" And he says it like in a weird way. But it's like, I'm like, what was wrong with the way he said that? And then you like mentioned it. I was like, oh, was he trying to do that like the Knuckles "oh no" thing? But I'm like, but it's Knuckles who says that, not Sonic. Like what? It just felt so forced. It just felt like confusing to me, the viewer.
It was so funny because like we both got weirded out by him saying like so. It's like he's like in the super danger. He drops the rings and he goes like, "Oh no!" It's like super calm.
He doesn't even say it like the way Knuckles does. It's just like kind of like it. Like, is that what they're going for? I'm not sure. It just seems so weird the way he said it.
It was very weird. But then after like he picked up the rings, I just saw like randomly, oh no. Like
Oh my god.
yeah, well, I don't know. It's okay movie. I was gonna say about before on how like you thought on how like those modern game movies have been appearing,
Mm.
and I watched a few of them. I watched the Sonic movie, the Mario movie, and the two Five Nights at Freddy's movies.
Oh yeah, and you
Mostly
watched the
because of
Minecraft movie.
oh yeah, I watched the Minecraft movie as well. Out of all of them, the Minecraft movie was like by far the worst one, and it was the one I was
Really?
most hyped about. Yes, it was like fucking
It's the
terrible.
one I'm most excited for.
It was annoying. I had to sleep in the middle of the movie because I was like, oh my god, this is like so fucking terrible, and I'm dying of tiredness.
Oh, but are you looking forward to the Minecraft movie too?
If there's a second movie following all the trends of the second movie being better, maybe. I don't know.
No, but I have heard people saying that they think they're going to announce some second Minecraft movie at the upcoming Minecraft Live.
The first movie did very well. Oh, like not seeing too much about the critics, more like office box stuff.
Yeah.
Seems like it was incredibly like profitable for them in like seconds.
I think it was one of the biggest events in cinema of the last 100 years.
I kind of agree with you, to be honest, because I remember
The
back
whole
then-
like throwing the popcorn shit.
oh yeah, the chicken jockey. I
Chicken
totally
jockey.
forgot about this. Yeah, chicken jockey, people going like crazy
Yeah.
and shit. Not that I agree with them doing that, but yes, it was
No.
a big event. It didn't happen in Brazilian cinemas, and no one didn't even woo something like this. But I was gonna say, so yeah, office box wise, definitely they're gonna do a second one because it's profitable as fuck.
Yeah,
And
it
I
feels like,
remember
you
when-
know, kids movies that do very successfully, I feel like it's guaranteed a sequel. Or just like even the Mario movie is getting a sequel.
Yeah, both Sonic and Mario got sequels. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like Mario Odyssey movie after that.
Yeah, and FNAF, all of these have sequels.
Yeah, and they are definitely gonna do a third FNAF one as well.
Mm.
Because yeah, well, but first let me say what I want to
Yeah.
say. I remember when like Minecraft was still a growing thing, and like they were like, oh, there's a Minecraft upcoming movie, and there was like, oh, not just like getting into the details into doing the movie, and it never really got anywhere.
Mm.
So, and like it was kind of like official, but not really. It's kind of like, oh, we are talking about it and shit. And it's like, oh, maybe it's getting into production, and never got anywhere. And then
Yeah.
like recently they said like, we are gonna do an actual Minecraft movie, and like my inner child was like, yes, yes, the Minecraft movie. Yeah, it was
Aw.
shit.
I don't know, that I feel like the moment it was announced, I was like, well, I'm trying to think. I remember when the trailer came out, and we watched it, and I remember everyone was shitting on the trailer. But I watched it without seeing anyone else's reaction, and I thought, oh, this looks like it's going to be super fun. And I remember talking to you about it, and sort of saying, everyone loves to hate shit. I think this is going to be awesome.
Oh, I think that was completely hateable movie.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say,
I'll
if you
see.
think the
I
so-
haven't seen it. I don't know really much about it, to be honest.
I know your taste, you're not gonna like it. You
Really?
didn't like the Sonic one. You're finally gonna like this one.
But I kind of did like the song. I really enjoyed watching it, I'll say. Like, I guess watching it with you is one thing. But like,
Oh, okay,
also the Jim Carrey really made it worth it to
Yeah,
me. Like,
I
I
was
thought that
gonna
was
say,
awesome.
I
But
think
then again, I will say, if you just like cut out only the scenes of Jim Carrey, and it would have been like 10 out of 10. And
I was gonna say-
I forgot to mention.
let me
Okay,
let me
okay.
say. I think you had a better first experience than what I have, just because Jim Carrey was fucking good on the
Yeah.
original.
I was gonna say as well, the sexual tension between him and his like subordinate.
that was funny actually. Oh, it's like everything involving Jim Carrey was funny.
Yeah.
I just didn't really like the cop and the Sonic 20-minute sex scene. I think that was a bit out of place. Oh yeah, wait. There's a scene where like Sonic poses like sexy and farts.
Yeah. He like showers. He goes into bed like wrapped up in a towel. And I was just like, wow,
Yeah.
this is for the furries out there. Yeah.
And he farts is like, yeah, this is for the real furries.
Yeah, and then when he goes to sleep, he's like, my farts smell because I ate corn dogs or some shit like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I was gonna say, I think the Minecraft movie was very bad. I was gonna say at least those movies, as like, they sell very well because like video game series people like, they're kind of very like forgettable movies, honestly. And I don't think if you should come to watch like a groundbreaking experience or anything like this.
Trying to think, when did the FNAF movie come out?
It seems like they have been dropping like one per year, if I'm honest. And if they're
Really?
gonna come, yeah, if they are gonna do the third one this year, it's been on 2023. I can check
I
if you want.
thought the first one came out ages ago, or am I just misremembering?
The first FNAF movie came out in please load Wikipedia 2023.
Really?
Yes,
Am I thinking of something else? Huh.
I tried to find.
Wasn't it announced like a decade ago or something? I swear it was announced so long ago.
I don't think a FNAF movie was really ever announced too early, but yes, there was like not a decade ago, but I think they did have like announced they were working on like a FNAF movie. It got
Yeah.
cancelled and shit like this, and then after a while, same thing as Minecraft one, and they later released the Minecraft movie, the Minecraft movie, fuck, the FNAF movie, which was okay at best.
Yeah. Well, on this subject, do you know the game Iron Lung?
Oh yes, the Markiplier one.
The Markiplier one. What did you play the game or anything, or watch it?
No, but it seems like that's what I'm saying. It seems like Markiplier dubbed and played the game.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I was like a big support. It's like his editor or something. I don't remember exactly who
His
like made
editor?
the game. Yeah, it was like someone on his team, like a Portuguese person from his team,
No.
released this game,
No,
and
no,
it was
no.
like super supportive of the game. He recorded gameplays and etc. And they
That-
did the movie like out of his pocket.
The game had nothing to do with Markiplier. Well, at least not as
Really?
far as I understand. It was like a Russian guy, right?
A Russian guy? Am I thinking of the wrong movie?
Yeah, it was completely
wait.
independent.
Wait, I'm thinking of two different things. Iron Lung
wow.
is the submarine thing that we even joked about. That I remember when there was like the billionaire submarine shit. They're like, oh, you should
Oh.
just play Iron Lung. That's true. Completely, I'm thinking completely different things. Yes, Markiplier had like a Portuguese editor or something who made a game. Iron Lung is a completely different thing.
Yeah. Oh, but I remember, well, funny story. It was actually the president of my old Japanese language society. But I remember after we did like sessions, but sometimes we just like randomly talk about games or shit. I remember that president was a really big fan of Markiplier, and I didn't realize that was related. But they were talking about Iron Lung and saying, "Have you seen Iron Lung? Iron Lung is fucking awesome." So I watched like gameplay of it, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is actually really cool." I thought the game was like super interesting. But I did look back on it recently, and I thought it sort of lost its magic. Maybe I know it too, know it too well, but I think it's a cool game. But I can't really imagine what the movie would be like.
I didn't watch any gameplay. I didn't play the game, and I didn't watch the movie. I don't even know it's. I think it was available. I think there was a dub being like done or something like that. But there's gonna have like 5 fucking sessions through the whole country, probably at like midnight or something like that, in 2 specific cities that definitely are not very close to me.
Yeah,
And I don't think I'm gonna go watch them.
I don't think it was in big cinemas in the UK either. I think
Yeah.
Jacksepticeye had a cameo in it or something.
Aren't they like kind of friends or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that? I remember when I was like, oh, this Jacksepticeye versus PewDiePie, and I was like, huh, he doesn't even have half of the subscribers as PewDiePie.
I actually, because I'm trying to think. PewDiePie shouted out Jacksepticeye, right? I
Yeah.
actually watched Jacksepticeye before the shout out.
Ooh.
Because he used to
I
do like VR content like way
oh,
back in the day. I remember watching him play like Mirror's Edge VR, and I was like, ah, this is awesome because I was super into Mirror's Edge, and I was like kind of interested in VR. So I subscribed to him, and then he became like one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform for a brief while.
this is awesome. I just want to update you on something. I
Yeah.
thought it wouldn't have any fucking sessions. No, there are like so many sessions available from like
Sessions?
from yeah, movie sessions from
Oh,
Iron
like
Man.
screenings. Okay.
Yes, sorry. We called them sessions here.
Oh, okay.
There's like multiple movies with multiple timings and dubbed and subbed as well. But it's on like a pre-sale. So you gotta buy now. I don't even know if like there's actually available. Ah, they are actually, and it's also on VIP rooms. That's kind of awesome. Oh, that's actually very awesome to see like that big companies are like doing this, because I remember when the Miku movie they announced, oh, the Miku movie, it's not Miku movie, it's a Project Sekai movie, the Miku who lost his voice. And I remember like, oh, holy shit, it's gonna be like in Brazil, it's gonna be Asian. I saw like Miku coming to Brazil is gonna be on all fucking sessions and it's gonna be awesome. And then like they say like, yeah, we opened the sessions. It was like 2 days or like 2 cities, and like the closest one it was like 3 hours like by car. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking watch this movie ever. I was like,
yeah. It was kind of like that with Bocchi Re and Riri, because
oh yeah, you told me about it.
yeah, like, well, there was only one cinema near me that was playing it. It was actually one screening, and I'm pretty sure it was like any cinemas were doing it like only on one day, or maybe 2 days or something like that.
I know 2 things. I remember when the Boku no Hero movie went to the cinemas. And like it was full. There were like a bunch of sessions and like a bunch of cosplayer, a bunch of Boku no Hero fans there. It was awesome to watch. And there was like constantly, like every year, there's like Ghibli Fest. It is like the cinemas do Ghibli screenings. And last year I did like a bunch of Ghibli screenings. And it's like completely other vibe watching them on the actual cinema.
It was right when I confessed my feelings to you.
That is right. I was gonna watch actually Chihiro, which was probably the last movie that I had planned on my list, which actually wasn't even planned on my list, because the Chihiro screenings, it's the most popular movie, so like the tickets like drain in seconds. And there was like a cinema that was kind of far away from me, but like I don't really pay for buses, so I just went there with the bus. And I mean, it is an amazing movie, obviously, but I think that was the worst cinema I ever went to in my life. I was like, Jenny, like dog shit cinema. I was like, and there was like another one that's like, it's kind of like governmental. It's like kind of like maintained by like the city government. And honestly, like the first is like extremely cheap. Like you pay $6, which is like usually would pay like $30 for a ticket, and like either 30 or 40, and but you could pay half because you're a student. I'm a student. I would pay like 20, and the like city cinema ones I pay like six one, and it's like the price of my bus ticket basically, which is like awesome. It's like, and it's like super good screening. Ah, awesome. I actually really enjoy like having 2 very good like city maintained cinemas that have actually modern screenings, because it was awesome going like every day I would get the bus to go to the cinema, and I would be like, this is so fucking awesome to go.
Yeah, I do love going to the cinema, and I always sort of like romanticize the idea of getting like a well, over here we have a a branch called Cineworld, and I'm sure you have a similar thing. They have like a Cineworld Unlimited pass you can get, which is you get like a subscription, and then you can literally just walk into any screen at any time,
Oh, this is
whenever
awesome.
you want. And I think like the idea of just like going to the cinema, not even knowing what you're gonna go see, just like walking into the screen like whenever you feel like it, sounds like kind of fun.
So there's a YouTuber sorry, I don't know if you want to say something else. No? There's a YouTuber I was listening to another podcast. I'm gonna talk about other podcasts again, and there's nothing you can do about it. It was a movie podcast, and they were talking about like the Flash movie, which one's like Ezra Miller putting a baby on a microwave. And they were like, "Oh, you pay to go to the cinema?" And he was like, "It's so close and so cheap that I literally can go to any screenings, as like terrible as the movie is. And like sometimes I just go there and like I don't even care, just go and pay like which one I'm gonna watch today. I go there and pay."
Yeah.
I don't know if
yeah.
Oh no, go ahead. I was gonna say actually, I just don't know if I would buy a free pass because I like the movies. Unless it's like cheap, the movies nowadays on screens, I think it always has kind of been like this. Not all of them are very good. So I would be kind of sad of going to cinema to watch a bad movie. It would lose the magic.
No, yeah. I'm trying to find how much it costs. It doesn't seem to want to tell me.
I imagine it's like 700 sessions. Oh, but there's another thing I want to talk about with you about UK cinemas as well. Once you finish your search.
I don't know why it says between £13 and £23 per month. I guess it seems like it depends on your cinema, because I guess cinemas, like different cinemas show different amounts of stuff, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Also, here depends also kinda on which like shopping center you're going, because we have like the billionaires shopping here that like only rich people go. If you go to that cinema, it's gonna be like twice the price as like a normal shopping center.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like they can just charge as much as they want. They're rich anyways.
Yeah, I went to because I went with my mom to watch the finale of the last series of Doctor Who in the cinema, which was awesome. They played both parts and it was super hype. And I remember like the price varied so much depending on the cinema I went to. It was like varying from like £15 per person at one cinema and like £7 per person at another cinema. It's like, oh. So yeah.
I am. I'm trying to think. I remember. Sorry, is that there's a thing I would really like have here in Brazil. Apparently, it is available like, and like kind of similar, but not really. But I've heard, because we talked about this, that I once wanted to rent a whole cinema room just to watch movies I liked. Like, oh, I want to watch like animes and shit. I would like to rent a cinema just to watch them on the big screen. And it sounds like you can actually do that in the UK, right?
Yeah, well, it seems like it's not something which there's like a fixed price for. It's like you have to call and make like some kind of reservation or whatever. Probably the price depends on what you're doing or something. I don't know. They used to advertise it more openly. I think they did more of a set package thing before, but now it seems more complicated. I don't know. Because I remember for a while, especially during like, I think like COVID times probably, they were sort of encouraging this to sort of get people to come to the cinema. They was like, hey, come to the cinema and play video games or some shit. And I can just imagine like the input delay.
But it's kind of cool. Maybe if you're playing like something not so, that doesn't really need big reflexes and shit, maybe it's kind of cool to play on a very big screen. But I was gonna say, we had like a similar thing here that was also during the pandemic. That was like one of the city cinemas that I told you, like managed by the government. They couldn't really do screenings because when they are the government, it's like it would be bad if they encouraged going to the cinema like that.
Yeah.
So they had like a thing that is like, oh, we have like a huge TV you can get, and you can like pay for like 3-hour sessions, just like this, and you can come and watch. We have streaming services available. You can put Netflix, Amazon Prime. You don't even need to like have those accounts. We can just give it to you. But there was a requirement, which was you need 6 people. I was like, fuck, I don't have 6 people to go with me to watch like Bluchi.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. And it seems like I tried searching about it when we were talking about like that you have like this reservation thing. It seems like there are like still news about it, but I couldn't really find where to get it. It sounds like they forgot to change this on the web page as well, because there's like the link. You click on it and nothing happens.
Oh.
So I don't know if like it was available or like I got it at like the very end of this room thing.
Actually, talking about this is reminding me. Well, last episode I mentioned that someone from the Doctor Who podcast I listened to was quitting the podcast. I just remember on his channel he did a video. He's Australian, by the way, where he rented a cinema room to watch the worst episode of Doctor Who, which is Fear Her, according to him.
Fear Her is the which one?
It's the one with the girl who draws
repeats?
like draws
Oh,
people.
the rubber thing.
And they
Yes, I remember it.
yeah,
the Olympics one, yeah. People are so annoying. That episode is good.
Yeah.
That episode is like
Oh no,
it's
or
not
was it? Or was
groundbreaking.
it? Or was it Love and Monsters? I can't remember. It was one of those 2 episodes anyway.
The worst episode that I remember like from head 2 episodes I don't never wanna see again is the fucking World War III with the what is this?
You hate
I
that
forgot
too,
their
the
name.
Slovene, yeah.
Slovene. Oh my god, they're so Dude, this episode was like so fucking annoyed, and it was so bad to me that it like appeared on like the first season of Doctor Who. It was like the 2nd episode. It was like generally annoying. And it was a 2-part episode, right?
Yeah. Oh look, the Slovene is so iconic, if you ask me.
Iconic for being ass characters. I'm so glad they all died in the
There's a
end.
poopy party aliens.
So annoying. Not even the fart could save them. Like, couldn't even like make me smile a little bit. It was just like every time they farted, I was like, God, I want to fucking kill those creatures.
What about
I hope the doctor pulls again.
Yeah. What about arachnids in the UK? The episode you literally couldn't finish.
Okay, this is a different thing. Because we were watching. Which is this? It's like the one that she just started.
11.
11? Yeah. It was like the episode where there's a lot of cobwebs. I was like, I don't really think I have like arachnophobia because like I don't know, maybe I have, but like I never got diagnosed by it. I don't really like having. The thing is like the problem was like it was like full of cobwebs. And I was like, oh, maybe it's not a spider or something. And then we were watching the episode and like a second like a huge as a spider comes out like the bottom from the like bottom of the bed. Yeah. It's not bottom of the bed. What is his name? Yeah. Spider comes out from under the bed. I literally look away and I like start shouting, oh, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off.
Yeah.
And we didn't watch that episode. We skipped to the next one. I don't think I lost too much on that episode. Honestly, seeing that spider coming out from under the bed was like fucking creeped me out. I was like, ah, no.
Honestly, though, that episode is worse than Fear Her.
I
just feel like because like especially like the first 4 series, like the Russell T Davies era, was like the most popular era when everyone was watching it. I think that's why like they think the worst episode is an episode from that series, just because most people have seen it, right?
What about the best episode? I think we know the answer.
Is it Heaven Sent?
Yeah. I was gonna be, how do you say? My favorite episode before Heaven Sent was Silence in the Library and the sequel. I forgot the name.
Forest of the Dead, I think.
Yeah, Forest of the Dead. Those 2 episodes are fucking awesome. I really like it. And I remember when we watched first and like he does the snap to open the door. Like, yeah! Yes, holy shit, this is what I lived for.
Yeah, we watched it again when you were here. I remember.
Yes, it was
Oh,
awesome as well.
I was
But I
so
was gonna
glad.
say,
Yeah, go ahead.
we watched Heaven Sent, and I was like,
Together.
yes, we watched together this season. We watched like 3 seasons together.
Yeah,
of
we watched
Doctor Who
the
together.
whole Peter Capaldi era together, IRL.
Yeah. Oh, honestly, I'm gonna say something later, but we watched Heaven Sent and was like, there's no way. An episode better than Silence in the Library. I genuinely thought like Silence in the Library was gonna be my favorite episode for the rest of the series, because like there was good episodes, but nothing hit us the same as Silence in the Library until Heaven Sent. I was like, this is Doctor Who.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. It's funny that you, how do I put it? You sort of favor Silence in the Library when I feel like the sort of stereotypical favorite episode is Blink, which is also another Moffat episode because
Blink is awesome as well. Blink is awesome.
So yeah, it's very. I guess if you ask people to sort of rank Moffat episodes from the first era, it's actually kind of difficult. I think definitely most people would say Blink #1.
Yeah, I feel like this is the most popular episode as well.
Yeah,
Is the even before I knew Doctor Who stuff, I knew about the Weeping Angels and shit.
yeah. Oh, but it's so honestly, it's like I feel like it depends who you ask, which other episode people would say they like next, because like the the Empty Child is so iconic, like especially in the UK, people all know "Are you my mummy?" that kind of thing. And also the
Empty Child is awesome. Just so I say, I think it's my favorite one from the first season.
Yeah, definitely.
It's Empty Child and
Father's Day, right?
Yeah.
Father's Day is really good. What was
No. It's two sequels. It's like Empty Child is the second one, right? And the first one is like some other
Doctor
shit.
Dances.
Yeah, Doctor Dances is the second one.
Doctor has
we all know. Yeah, we all know. I remember I generally thought it was like the Doctor actually dances, but then Millie said like, dances equals sex. I was like, no!
It's because Moffat's a horny guy. We all know this to be true.
Oh, this kind of pissed me off in the season. We can talk about it as well. And you know what I'm gonna say?
What? You want to talk about it or what?
Can I? There's two things I want to say first. Which is we watched the whole Peter Capaldi era, and I was very attached. I was like, I was very attached to David Tennant. Then it went to Matt Smith. I was kind of okay with Matt Smith. I was like, oh, but he's a good Doctor. I was like, Peter Capaldi. I was like, I kind of like, I don't know. It's okay with Matt Smith, but like, let's see if Peter Capaldi is good. The first episode we watched, and I'm like, fuck, go back to Matt Smith. I was like, this is like the worst episode ever for Peter Capaldi. It's like the first one. Literally, you can like skip the first one if you want. No,
it is
not
like
really.
the most fucking boring episode of the whole show. It's so slow.
It's not even boring. It's like confusing. It's like, what the fuck is happening? You feel like you gain nothing from that.
Yeah, and it feels like the Doctor's personality is just completely different in that episode. He's just a dick.
Yeah. And that's why I said it's like completely confusing. You're like, where am I? Some shit like this, and he's a complete dick, and it's like on his
Give
bed.
me your
like,
court.
Yeah, that is funny. Because I'm cold.
Yeah.
And the second thing I was gonna say is, obviously the Moffat jokes like hardy shit is like funny usually, but like, I feel like it really grew on Matt Smith. And especially, I think my breakdown was at the religious thing that they were making a city. Like he points the screwdriver up.
Crimson Horror, yeah.
He's kind of like holding the screwdriver, the laser sonic screwdriver, like to people, and then like the girl does something, and like he points it up like he's getting a boner or something.
Yeah, it's like
why? And he kisses the lesbian as well. That really annoyed me.
Yeah, exactly. It's Jenny in both cases, right? Because he's like wearing like leather, and she does like some crazy shit, and then he's like, oh.
Yeah,
And then
he's like, "Woo, what
I can't remember if it was
the?"
before or after that, but yeah, he's like, "Ah, you're brilliant. Make out with you," and then she's like, "Whoosh.
Yeah.
I'm a
Oh, that
lesbian."
was very not what the doctor would say. What do?
Exactly. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I was gonna say, I think this kind of turned into the series and movies podcast, which is kind of
Oh,
awesome.
damn, I have to think of another name now. I did like the name
What are you gonna
F1
name it?
Fever.
F1 Fever and very bad movies.
Very bad movies, yeah.
Oh, wait. So we can bring back and talk about the F1 movie.
Oh shit!
I
True.
watched the F1 movie at the cinemas. It's okay.
It was
I really
silly.
I really love the part where they go like, oh, I must say Chris Pratt. I got a little bit better. Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt is about to overtake Sir Lewis Hamilton, 8 times world champion or something like that. I'm just like, this is so fucking funny. It's not 8, right? Is it 8?
7.
7, sorry. He got wrong.
Well, a lot of people do say 8.
I don't know. He said like, oh, 7 times world champion. And so like, this is such a Lewis Hamilton propaganda.
Yeah, this film was funded by Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah. I don't think funded, but he appeared in multiple scenes.
He was like he was an important part of the film. I'm trying to remember it. He was a producer.
He was like, yeah, he was co-producer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fair enough.
He appears on the credits and etc. I mean, it is
I
quite
think
funny
everyone
that he
appears on
probably
credits.
moved the sticks to make like, oh, he's trying to overtake Lewis Hamilton, and the only way to overtake Lewis Hamilton is like crashing into him or some shit.
It's funny. It's like in the complete opposite sense. I'm thinking of the movie Yesterday, which was like
Oh my God.
produced by Ed Sheeran, right? And dude is like, hey, here's what my character is gonna do. He's gonna say, hey, don't do Hey Jude, do Hey Dude.
The thing is, like, the Ed Sheeran character is like, if I didn't know he produced that, but if Ed Sheeran wrote his character, it's such like Ed Sheeran. It's like I would imagine Ed Sheeran going like, Hey Jude is bad name, but hey, dude, to be like modern.
It's like if he had any impact on that, it's like he's trying to make himself look bad.
Yes, it's like he's mocking himself and makes it funny.
Yeah.
And I think this is the scene I actually mostly remember is him saying, "Hey, dude," which is funny. But yeah, that is yesterday movie also kind of crappy. No, not
it's
amazing.
fun. It's a very fun concept, I think.
It
It's
is
not
a
like
fun
an
movie.
anime plot.
It is a fun movie, but I don't know. I would still say like it's not the best movie I watched.
I know,
think
there's something about just the concept of it, like, just fascinates me.
I think of all the movies we talked about, yesterday's probably the most enjoyable one.
Yeah. I think that it raises an interesting philosophical question, sort of, which is, if you wrote the Beatles' music, would you become the most famous artist in the world? I think the answer is pretty definitively no, I think.
I was gonna say, we talked about this on how the Yesterday movie is pretty much unrealistic. I think if you wrote a Beatles music nowadays, you probably wouldn't get as many hype as you do.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the Beatles' success was the moment and the personality and that kind of thing. Obviously, it was very good music, but it's so much about the character of the Beatles that is important, right?
And bringing to F1 again, I was listening to an F1 podcast today actually with Verstappen and Bortoleto, and Verstappen said like, oh, the car. This was last year, just so you know. And they said like, I don't remember the talk in specific, but they said like, if Monaco was never like really an F1 track before, and they tried to add it, no one would love it. But since it was like, since it's a historical track, people kind of like keep it there because it's historical, which he
Yeah.
doesn't see as a problem. But he said like it's kind of crappy to drive there with the bulky big cars.
Yeah, people would be like, new race in Monaco, this is all just a money thing, isn't it? Oh, this is the worst track ever. There's not a single overtake in the whole race. Why are we doing this? I hate this.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think people would be completely fair with it.
But as much as you say that, I do like that they race in Monaco. I like that it's sort of a legacy track. It's something.
No. He said himself, it's like he thinks it's good that they have legacy tracks.
Yeah.
But is it an enjoyable drive? Not really.
I think. Look, I remember Formula E did a race in Monaco, using the same layout as F1, or was it Formula 2? Maybe it was Formula 2. I don't know. It was one of those. But they did it for the first time on the full layout, and they had a really exciting race, and everyone was saying the Monaco race was awesome. I think the thing is, Formula 1 could probably have a good race in Monaco if they just
had smaller cars.
Have better cars. Smaller cars, yeah, basically.
I was gonna say, we weren't doing much one day, and it was actually before the F1 season. I was already hyped about, and I got a notification about Formula E happening, and it was so funny really explaining me on how Formula E works, because after all I just said, so this is like fucking F-Zero in real life. It was like,
literally,
you need to get through
you drive through like that outer strip to get a boost.
Yeah, it was literally F-Zero.
See, I never even made that connection until you said it.
It was too funny.
But it's cool. It's their equivalent of pit stops, right? Because in F1, you go into the pit, you have to stop for a bit, and then you come out and you're faster because you got fresh tires. In Formula E, it's not as slow as a pit stop, but that's kind of a good thing. It's sort of better for the racing because it opens up more strategy if F1 has like quicker pit times, because otherwise they'll be like, I don't want to sacrifice like 30 seconds going to the pit lane or whatever, or 20 really.
Yeah.
So that's why I think if they can, they should increase like pit speed limits, and they have done on some tracks, which in theory should open more strategy options. Wow, what an early podcast.
I was gonna say on how I got the news recently that Monaco no longer requires, I think, two required pit stops. Now it's only one, like the regulation always do.
Yeah. Which is fair enough, because last time they did it and it was a complete farce. I was so excited as well. I thought this would be interesting, and it wasn't. It just made the race even worse.
Because I listened to the F1 podcast, we talked about Spain. I kind of want to see how it goes still, because I said that people are gonna like it.
Well, I think on that note, I wonder how you feel about some of your predictions already. For example, you thought Audi will improve most from the regulation changes? Well, I mean, honestly, they have done very well. But I still think Mercedes is good.
We couldn't see much. But if you compare, no, I don't know. You should see on how Sauber went from last year to this year. He went from last place, and Bortoleto already got like 10th place. And you know, we still have much more to see. And considering that he got 10th place on a car that he couldn't barely get 19th,
I know,
it's a big improvement.
I also look at this. I look at this and I see, where will Cadillac finish? And I put 9th and you put 10th. I'm like, why didn't we both put 11th? That seems so obvious. And
didn't you put? I was listening to the podcast. I think I got it inverted. I think I said 9th and you put 10th.
I think you said 9th or 10th, and I said you have to pick one. You were like, okay, 10th. And
I think I said 9th. But
maybe I got it backwards. I could check that. Probably when I'm editing this.
I still think they can get a 10th place, to be honest, depending on how other teams go, because first thing, Cadillac never had any, it's like actually brand new team. Sauber still already had like a little bit of Audi involvement, so we can see on how Cadillac is gonna do.
I also like we both predicted Alonso to get a podium, and I predicted Stroll.
Yeah.
At the
I don't
time,
think it's
that
gonna happen.
seemed so. It felt like, of course they're gonna do well, right?
First race, I'm already thinking this is the worst prediction we did because none is getting it.
I also predicted Albon and Sainz, so I'm like, fuck, Williams aren't doing so good this year.
I still think Bertolotto can, honestly, depending on the luck and on the
He
track.
the thing is, I'm so used to the top teams being like 3 teams at the front, maybe, or maybe 2. When there's 4 teams that like have a clear advantage, you need so many cars to like have a big issue for someone outside of the top 4 teams to get on the podium. So it could happen, but I think it's kind of unlikely.
It's unlikely, but I am Brazilian, therefore I wish the best for Brazilian drivers. You know?
Yes. And I wish
And
the
second-
best too, because I'm also Brazilian.
She's British.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't know. It's like first race, things can change a lot through the year. We
Yeah.
can't see much. We just had our first glimpse on how the season's gonna be like, but that doesn't mean cars can't change.
We also said, will F1 fans approve of the regulations by the end of the season in general? And we both
Said
said yes, and I'm thinking
Yeah.
people already kind of hate these regulations, especially in qualifying.
I think it's because drivers are not used to it yet too much. But I think at the end, people are gonna be like, kinda. I mean, there's room for improvement, but at least it's a step forward for F1.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like the race was like perfect to me. There wasn't any issue with the race as far as I'm concerned. I
Just
don't really
with
give-
all the cars.
I don't really give much of a shit about qualifying, to be honest. And even so, like people complain that qualifying looks stupid because they lift and they go down a gear at the end of the straight or whatever. But the thing is, as far as I'm concerned, they're doing that. They're going slow so they can go faster, right? They're not doing it. They're not just being stupid. It's like it's not just like, why are you going slow when you could go fast? No, they're harvesting energy so they can use more for the straight to get more speed. So I don't know. It looks weird, but they are still like going fast. They're like half a second off where they started in the last regulation. So I don't think it's a big deal. I don't really care. I think F1 fans hate change, and I hate them for it.
I was gonna absolutely say, if you show an F1 fan like an idea for a change or something, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck? This sucks." Until you show them that it doesn't suck, they're like, "This is peak."
Yeah. The thing is, if
It was kind of like,
you just tell F1 fans, "Oh, we're gonna make the cars smaller, and we're gonna get rid of the electric part of the engine," they would go, "Eh."
yeah.
Actually, that's not
That's-
true. I think a lot of
It is true. It is so much true. They say like, well, if we make the cars smaller and we remove all the electric shit, they'll be like, yeah, this is F1. We need fuels made from dead animals.
yeah. Well, actually, a lot of the people who like support, like having old style engines do say, just have like old style engines but with like biofuels or whatever, because they do use biofuels now.
Yeah,
so-
they are using. I think it's now as biofuels. It's like I think it's actually 100% needs to be biodegradable, right? It can't be like animal fuel anymore.
yeah. Exactly.
And I don't know. My thoughts are, electric parts are also good.
Yeah.
I don't really see the complaint on people saying that the cars like, but I like the engine sound. So it's like you don't really care about the cars going fast or like being more renewable. I don't know.
The thing is, I think the people who complain about the electric engines or whatever, they're like the loud minority. I think maybe I don't know, because I think if we went back, people would be like, "Well, what were we doing that for? Why are we going backwards now? Like, just to pander to your audience or whatever." I mean, not like
But I
that would happen anyway, because they're pandering to teams. Anyway, go ahead.
I think that's with everything. If you consider like even the Halo changes, people are kind of like, this is kind of stupid. Because people don't really care about like improvement in general. They kind of just want vibes. It's like
Yes.
they don't really care if the driver is gonna fucking die, because it's gonna be sad for like maybe a while and then they're gonna forget about it the day after,
Yeah.
because it's
But
not
that-
their lives.
This is the thing, though. This is like a good example, because like you add the Halo, people complain like crazy. If you remove the halo, people would complain like fucking crazy as well. They'd be like, "Do you not care about safety or what?"
I think the halo was. What I need to say is like sometimes you need to control the horse. You can't let the horse control you. So I think FIA do have many stupid decisions, but they sometimes have right decisions that people don't understand on how it is, and that is for everything. I think about getting more political here. Multiple people back then wouldn't want to make being gay actually illegal, and governments had to like make it illegal. Like being homophobic and shit is illegal now. If governments didn't like control the horse would keep running. It's like,
yeah.
You need
well, I think that's a good point, especially with the halo thing, because I think people hated it back then, but over time they've come to appreciate, okay, safety is important, right?
I think a more family-friendly motive I can say here is when they made that it was illegal to drive cars, actually like sitting on the car, like a driving car without the seatbelt, illegal. Yeah. And people were like, what about my freedom and shit? What if I want to drive without one? It's like, and the deaths on road like got super, super low. Like with like a simple change was like, it is required to put seatbelt. And it's like something people don't really care about anymore. Like, you know, it's for your safety and they're like, okay, this is for my safety. But if you show people changes, they're going to be like, yeah, what about my freedom and shit?
Yeah, I remember hearing about they would sell like white t-shirts with like a grey stripe over it so you look like you're wearing a seatbelt. And I'm like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Imagine being like, I don't want to do this. Therefore, I'm protesting it for wearing a shirt.
I feel a little bit tight in my chest. This is feels like I'm in a jail. Feels like I'm tied to my car or something like that. I would much rather prefer to die in this accident and like a simple mistake than to like bloop.
Yeah, I mean even F1 drivers when they mandated seatbelts complained. They were like, but I'm going to get trapped in the cockpit. I need to be able to get out quickly if I have a crash. I don't think a seatbelt's going to help me.
It seems like they are pretty well trained to leave the cockpit.
Yeah.
Quickly. And the halo thing, it seems like the drivers didn't even complain that much because when you're driving, you don't really see the front part.
Yeah,
so
I think drivers did complain.
I don't know. I don't think it's a big issue. I don't know. It's like, get used to it, sorry. It's either this or you'll fucking die the second your car slips.
Yeah. I do think that, like, it is amazing how safe it is these days.
Imagine no seatbelt, no halo on this Verstappen crash. We just fucking lost Verstappen on the qualifying.
Yeah. I mean, it was quite a light impact. I don't know if we lost Verstappen.
But it would be funny to see him.
If they didn't have seatbelts, the issue would be that they would brake and they would go.
Yeah, it's just like most people don't appreciate anything. It's kind of like the meme of the parrot. I was like, I'm not gonna eat this thing out of your hand. Then they eat it. I'm like, oh, this is delicious.
Yeah. Well, that's like children with food, though, isn't it? You're like made to be cautious about putting something you don't know in your mouth, and then you try it and you go, "Oh, it's yummy."
Yeah. It's like people as a child. I don't know. I didn't really like to eat much, but I think like as I grew up, I gave like the doubt of like trying other stuff. So I can say like as a children, I was much more of a picky eater. Nowadays, I feel like I could eat pretty much everything except pickles.
Yeah. Except pickles. I thought you said you could tolerate pickles.
No, I did this as a joke because I thought you were going to pull pickles out.
Okay,
but yeah, if you're making me a burger with pickles, it's much likely that I'm going to remove your pickles. I'm sorry.
But like honestly, it's the same for me. I was such a picky eater when I was a child. And at some point I don't know, in a way I feel like I was kind of shamed out of it. Because like my parents would always complain about me being picky or whatever. And I feel like at some point I just went, like, because of all that pressure from my parents, I felt like I don't want to be this person who is like not eating
Picky?
food.
Oh.
I don't want to be like, I've been given a bit. I can't eat it. I don't know. It just feels awkward to me. I'd rather just eat it. As well as I'm glad I turned out this way. I really appreciate that I can eat everything, and I enjoy everything I eat now. I sort of
I
feel
think-
like
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say I sort of feel like due to like I feel like at heart I am a picky eater. Like there's still part of me that looks at things and I go, something in my head is telling me like no, but my brain like knows it's fine. You're gonna enjoy it. It's fine. So whatever. I just eat it.
Yeah, I have the same thing. Especially, my mom prepared a food recently called caponata, which is kind of like you have pepper, you have like what is the red thing? I always forgot the name.
Pepper.
No, that's like the dick emoji.
Oh,
Sorry,
eggplant?
it's purple. It's purple. Eggplant. Yes.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Aubergine in British English.
Sorry, I'm gonna say eggplant. This is French, and I don't want to say it in French. So it's kind of like
You speak a
have-
Latin language.
Anyways, it is different types of pepper. You have aubergines. You have like onions and shit, and it kind of like if you see it, it's kind of like of a gray brown color, which is not really appealing.
Yeah.
And every time I think about it, I was like, I'm never gonna fucking eat this. And then I'm like, okay, I know it's good. So like I put in like a bread or something and eat with bread, and it's fucking delicious. It's like
Yeah.
super, super yummy. And I was like, it's not the most appealing food, but like it's very yummy. But I had the same problem with you. That's like, I still agree that I'm like a picky eater at the heart. Which is, if you let me choose the food, we're gonna have like pizza, burger,
Exactly.
every day. But like I told you on like, first we both are vegan, but before I went vegan, even younger, like I didn't like to eat meat, so I was like, I'm gonna turn vegetarian because I still ate like animal products. But like first one, I didn't like the taste of meat. Second, I didn't like to think I'm eating like an animal or something like this. And think this plus the fact that I'm a picky eater, my parents would be really like, oh, so you don't want to eat meat, then eat those vegetables. I'm like, but I don't like those vegetables. And they were like, you're the first vegetarian who doesn't eat vegetables. And they would like mock me and make jokes of me. And even to this day, if I don't pick one type of vegetable, they're like, oh, you're the vegan who doesn't eat vegetables. When I actually eat a bunch of vegetables. It's just people who are not vegan and are conservative old people who are very,
Yeah.
very annoying. They will pick I forgot his name. Like, they will like, tick, tick, tick. I forgot. I'm like doing the pointy. Like, they will poke
I'm
you.
trying to think.
They will
Yeah.
poke you on like you being vegan because like you are not attending one of their demands.
Because they're threatened by the idea of someone being vegan.
I can say
Because like they have to question their own morals when they see a
Hmm.
vegan, so they have to come up with all of these excuses and like criticize you. Otherwise, they're the bad person, right?
I told you as well. Hopefully my parents won't hear this podcast. Well, not like as I said, they can't really understand English. But there was once it's quite recently. Your alarm is playing, by the way, I think.
Oh, is it?
I heard something rumble.
I
I
think
just
this is
saw.
rumbling. I think it's a
Oh, okay.
It's a new OC Reddit post.
Makes sense. But yeah, I was like went upstairs to eat with my parents. And the problem with eating with my parents is usually pick up like the questions that will make me like want to go with Amelia again.
Yeah.
So I was eating with my parents and my mom said like, so I was like, have you been eating proteins recently and shit? And because before I used to eat like cheese, eggs, but even as vegetarian, they would complain about like meat not having proper proteins and bad vitamins. I did blood tests. I showed them proofs, and they still couldn't shut up about it. And then I said like, wow, the soy protein I eat for the burgers actually have more proteins than your burger that you eat. And then they were like, this is bullshit. And then my dad was like, no, I actually saw something like that. Then he went to search and like showed that I was right all along. And my mom was like, and my dad was said like, I think it would be good if we cut a little bit down our meat and did like soy protein. We did like chickpea, and I said chickpea, which is peak, but. And he was like, and my mom was like, yeah, but what if I want to eat like this type of meat? And my dad was like, I mean, you can have it, but we can also eat other stuff. And it was like, yeah, but what if I want to have this meat and this? I was like, darling, you can have like those if you want. It's like
this is all she could do. She just create a false dilemma. Oh, but if I eat like tofu, you're telling me I'm not allowed to eat meat? No.
Yeah, and they are not even coming from like a vegan, like meaning it's not even a moral thing. It's my dad was literally coming from like nutritional values. It's like this has more protein and it's also like doesn't cost as much, and etc. And my mom was like really feeling threatened by not being able to eat meat. It's kind of like white man creates a scenario in his head and gets mad about it.
Yeah. I can't help but notice we are getting near the 2-hour mark.
I've been loving to record this.
Is it okay? Well, I'm worried about editing, as always.
Come on, last episode they said it was fine.
You never think about editing, Millie.
Nah, I don't care. Fuck you, editing, Millie.
I was wondering if we could do the game.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's go for the game.
Okay.
And this is the time. Well, you should do. You're the host, actually. You should hype up people for the game right now.
Sorry?
Should hype up people right now. It's like, now the moment you have been waiting for, and stuff like this.
It was mentioned 2 episodes ago, and last episode, that I wanted to play a game. It is here. Dun dun dun!
Oh, meu Deus! Oh my god!
Hello, Deus. So what this is, I mean, it's kind of...
Wait.
Huh?
Millie! But
Yes?
what is this game about? I am so curious!
This game is a game... Well, you'll see. The first round, I'm gonna ask you for a bunch of nouns and adjectives and verbs and stuff. You can probably see where this is going.
I'm scared. Okay.
So we've got a bunch. We can sort of just fly through these, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'll cut this part out and we'll see afterwards. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to ask you for a bunch of things. I'm going to fill in this sheet, and then afterwards we're going to create something together, something beautiful.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
So some people listening might already understand where this is going. So, the first thing I need is I just need you to pick any noun you can think of. Something
Any
funny
noun.
if you want, or just any noun.
Controller.
Okay. And another noun, please.
Gel?
Gel. Can I have an adjective, please?
Pretty.
Perfect.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
Can you give me a greeting, please?
So like I should like present myself?
Yeah, like just the words of a greeting that you can think of.
Okay. Hello everyone. This is da-na-na-na-na. Or like do I say Pigo? I don't know.
No, this works. This works.
Oh, okay. This is
Okay, perfect.
Pigo. Let's see.
Adjective, please.
Yummy.
Oh, brilliant. Another adjective, please.
Smooth.
This is brilliant already. We're done.
I want to see the final
So
result.
now, I'm gonna send you a script, and we're gonna read this out together.
Should I read it or should?
No, we're gonna
you
read it together. There's
Oh,
parts for
okay.
me and parts for you.
Okay. Oh my god.
It starts with you. You're P, I'm M, obviously. So I'm gonna
Alright.
send this in the chat.
Oh my god! Okay, I get it.
Here we go.
Wait, let me put this to the side. Okay. Okay, let me start. Hello and welcome to the Controller Show. I'm your host Pico, and I'm joining as always by the pretty Millie.
Hello, everyone. This is Millie. Yummy to be here.
Smooth.
Can I have a period of time?
19th century.
Can I have like an amount, like a quantity?
1,000.
It doesn't really work, but it's funny. Can I have a verb, please?
Throw.
Throw. And a noun?
Brilliant. Oh, sorry, it's a noun. Sorry, I thought an adjective. Metal.
Awesome. Can I have an exclamation?
Objection. Like this.
Sure. This is great.
She's laughing too much. I'm scared of the outcome of this. I want to see the final product.
We'll see, we'll see. Can I have an adjective, please?
I thought digital, but digital is not an adjective, is it?
I think it is, isn't it?
I'm gonna think of something else.
I
It's
think
gonna be.
digital work. It's up to you.
I don't know. I want to think of something else.
Okay.
Dry.
Okay. And another adjective, please.
I said yummy already, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna say hard. Wow, Millie, what have you been up to this 19th century?
1,000. Mainly throwing metal.
Objection! Really? Why didn't you tell me?
If I'm gonna be dry with you, I was feeling hard. I love it. Can I have a verb, please?
Play?
Very conventionally fits. Can I have like a type word? Like, for example, like yesterday, tomorrow, that
Okay.
kind of thing.
Next month.
Can I have an expression of agreement or disagreement? It's your choice.
Expression of disagreement? I was like,
Or agreement, up to you.
agreement. This sounds very good.
Also.
No. Change it. I want to say,
Okay.
hey, that's pretty good.
Okay. Can I have a verb, please?
I said to throw, to play. I'm gonna say to mock.
And a period of time again.
The 2026. Does that count? Present.
I
This
guess
year.
it
Can it be
works.
this year?
Yeah. This year.
Okay, this year.
A noun, please.
And now, monitor. Okay.
Another noun, please.
Plushie.
Is that how you spell that? I think so. Can I have like an expression of emotion? You can interpret that how you want.
Oh my god!
Yeah, perfect.
Why did you tell me this? If only you told me, I would have joined. We could have been played.
Well, how about we try it out next month?
Hey, that's pretty good.
Well, what about you? What have you been mocking this year?
I've been preparing a monitor for you to test your plushie.
Oh my god! Go on then. A number, please.
3.
A noun, please.
Walls.
Another noun, please.
Bag.
Adjective?
Robust.
And a noun?
Wood.
Something like correct or incorrect. You can't just say correct or incorrect if you want.
I'm gonna give correct, just because. Oh, it can be. That's right. That's right.
Okay.
To make it more bigger-ish. All right.
I'm crying.
I am too. Oh my god.
Oh my god, my face has gone red and so is yours.
Oh my god. All right. Question 3. What are walls?
Well, it's like a bag, isn't it? Or like robust wood.
Oh my god, I can't stop crying.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It won't water. But anyways, that's right.
Another number, please.
17.
A verb, please.
Warm.
A noun, please.
Weather.
Can I have a body part?
Dick.
Can I have a noun, please?
Dildo.
And a verb?
Fuck.
Like correct or incorrect, the same kind of thing.
I'm gonna pull the Unicamp one. That's not quite right. That's right. Question 17. What does it mean to warm a water?
I spelt it wrong. Whoops.
Yeah, a water.
Oh,
So.
oh, I'm not sure. Is that like where you put your dick in a dildo and fuck?
Oh my. That's not quite right.
Adverb, please.
Clean.
Adverb, please.
Dirty. Just so you couldn't do clean. She's laughing too much.
This is so great. Can I have another expression of emotion, please?
Holy shit.
Adjective, please.
Free. Okay, yeah, go for free.
This is sort of an oddball. Can you just give me like a random thought?
I love my wife.
Okay. This is great. And a verb.
To call.
2 ways of saying goodbye, basically.
See ya.
See ya.
Until next time.
Okay. Until.
Oh, Millie! It did cleanly! What a dirty performance!
Holy shit!
Well, that's all we have time for. I'm free to say. Millie, final thoughts?
I love my wife.
Thank you for calling. See ya.
Until next time.
Oh my god. I can't stop crying. Oh my god. I think the question to what are was really good.
Yeah. You went
Warm-
rogue with that. Put your dick in a dildo and fuck.
And now I know what is warmer weather. I'm gonna ask it to everyone. Do you know what is to warmer weather? Have you ever warmed a weather?
Well,
Oh
I
my
think
God.
this segment was a great success.
Oh my god. migostation AI generated mode.
Oh my god.
We ask
So-
YouTube Studio to give us.
I think someday you need to do a script and we'll swap places.
Oh my god. I'm preparing for the next one already then. Be ready for it. I'm gonna make it so funny.
Oh, I'm so glad this worked well.
Ah, this is amazing. Oh my god. This is better than all the episodes we did.
I need to make this into a clip or something. This is great.
We should.
Oh
my god. This is first Migo station shorts where we say what is the weather what are walls? Where you put your
Well.
dick in a dude when fuck.
I hope you enjoyed Mad Libs.
Oh my god. This was
I was almost
amazing.
tempted because we end it like, see ya until next time, like to actually end the podcast.
You should have said that this was gonna be like the finishing your podcast, and I would be all for it, to be honest.
I mean, we can do that. We can just like cut it there.
Yeah, nah. Now we talking over it. We said more stuff after it.
Editor Millie has thoughts. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, but I guess we are near our end. Wow.
It's gonna be one of the longest podcasts.
Well, that's all we have time for. I'm free to say. Millie, final thoughts.
I love my wife.
Thanks you for calling. See ya.
Until next time.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you for calling.
Thanks for answering me. What the fuck are walls?
It's like a bag, isn't it? Or like robust wood.
Yeah,
I mean,
but what the-
robust wood is kind of accurate, actually.
when I saw this, I was like, I mean, it kind of makes sense. But I think I literally read like, I read like, oh my god, go on then. And then I looked down, question 3, what are walls? I'm broke. Oh my god. Anyways, thank you for answering what are walls and what is too warm weather. I see you in the next migostation episode.
Bye-bye.
Wait.
Nearly out.
Until next time. Thank you for calling.
Until next time.